All right, so welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And this week we're going to be looking at a bunch of golf tournaments that happened over the last few days in the world of professional golf.
Yeah, it's been a pretty wild few days, with some dramatic finishes and maybe some history made. We'll have to see how the rest of the season unfolds.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We'll get into all that. I think it'll be interesting to see what our listeners think, and whether you follow golf religiously or just kind of check in every once in a while with what's happening. I think we've got some good stuff to cover today.
Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, so let's jump right in with the big one, the Players Championship.
Okay.
And this one went right down to the wire. Rain delays pushed the final round into Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we ended up with a sudden death playoff between Rory McIlroy and J.J. Spaun. And just to add to the drama,
Yeah.
there's a $1,775,000 difference between first and second place.
Yeah, that'll get your attention.
No kidding. No kidding.
Yeah, so for McIlroy, I mean, a win would be his 28th PGA Tour victory,
Wow.
putting him among the top 20 all-time. Plus, he would be the oldest Players Champion since Tiger Woods back in 2013. So, huge implications for his legacy and everything.
And for Mon, I mean, this was a chance to get his second ever PGA Tour victory,
Right.
which would be, completely changes his career. Basically guarantees a spot. The Masters pretty much guarantees a spot in the top 50 in the world.
For sure, for sure.
I was really impressed with his putting. I thought he seemed so calm under pressure.
Absolutely. But what's interesting is despite McIlroy's dominance, I mean, remember he birdied the 18th the first 3 days,
Yeah.
only to two-putt from like 73 feet on Sunday.
Oof.
I'm not totally convinced he's a shoo-in for this playoff.
Interesting.
Spaun has been playing with some serious grit, coming back from some tough spots.
Yeah. I mean, that recovery shot from the Pine Needles,
Oh, yeah.
that was incredible.
Yeah, he almost sank that 33-foot birdie putt. But yeah, before we even get to the playoff, there was already so much action at the Players.
Oh, yeah. Tons of highlights.
Justin Thomas tied the course record with a 62.
Second round right.
Second round, that's 8 under par. Just an incredible feat.
Absolutely insane. And the way he did it, too, right?
Yeah.
His strategy was aggressive off the tee, using the driver to get those shorter approach shots. And then his iron play was just pinpoint accurate. And that's how you conquer a course like TPC Sawgrass.
You got it. And then who could forget Keegan Bradley's hole-in-one on 13?
Yeah, during the final round.
Crowd went wild.
Absolutely nuts.
Pure magic. But, even with all that, we can't overlook Scottie Scheffler's struggles.
Yeah, the two-time defending champion.
Exactly, tied for 20th.
Yeah, it makes you think, did the pressure get to him? Was there something off with his game this week? I mean, even the best players in the world have their ups and downs.
For sure.
And, speaking of those ups and downs, we saw Will Zalatoris drop out of contention after a rough Saturday.
Ouch.
Looked like he left his putter back at the hotel that day.
Oh, man, that's got to sting. But hey, that's golf, right?
That's golf.
One bad round can really change everything. And, this is actually only the 9th time in history that the Players has gone to a Monday finish.
Wow.
So pretty rare occurrence adds another layer of excitement to it.
Absolutely. And huge congrats to Bud Cauley,
Oh, yeah.
whose top 6 finish earned him a full PGA Tour exemption for the rest of the season. What a comeback story.
Yeah, love to see it.
Love to see it. All right. So let's shift gears for a second. Hop over to the LIV Golf Tour in Singapore.
Okay.
Joaquin Niemann just picked up his second win in 3 starts, and he did it in style, bogey-free final round with a score of 65, finishing 5 strokes ahead of Brooks Koepka.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
I mean, a bogey-free round, that means he didn't go over par on any of the holes.
Yeah.
That is some serious consistency.
Yeah, it's interesting because his performance on the PGA Tour was good, but not quite this dominant, so it makes you wonder, is the competition on LIV Golf not as fierce, or has Niemann just found like a whole new level?
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on as the LIV Golf season progresses.
For sure.
Okay, so before we wrap up, let's run through what's coming up next on the golf calendar.
All right.
On the PGA Tour, we've got the Valspar Championship.
Okay.
The LPGA has the Ford Championship, presented by Wild Horse Pass, over on the DP World Tour. It's the Porsche Singapore Classic.
Nice.
And for those following the international tours, we got the Asian Tour with the Hero Indian Open. The South African Tour has the Platinum Ladies Open. And looking ahead towards the end of the year, the ISPS Handa Australian Open is definitely one to mark on your calendar.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's pretty much a professional golf tournament happening every week of the year, somewhere in the world.
It really is a global sport.
It is.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am glued to my screen waiting to see how this Monday playoff at the Players shakes out.
Oh, yeah. Should be a good one.
McIlroy versus Spaun for all the marbles.
It's going to be a nail-biter. But, as we wait to see what happens, it does make you wonder, will Niemann's success on the LIV Golf Tour push more top players to consider making the switch?
Mm,
How will this kind of rivalry between the tours shape the future of professional golf?
that's a good question.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on all of that, and we'll be back next week to break it all down for you. So until then, thanks for listening,
See you next week.
and happy golfing.
Yeah.
Bye.